So what were you thinking when we said taller, wider and faster? Well, it's the brand new BMW X6 xDrive50i SAC, or Sports Activity Coupe for short, from BMW. This car was basically introduced earlier this year, so if you missed it at Singapore Motor Show, well, you can always click on our link here to find out more about the car. And with the whole BMW X series, well, that's the X1, that's the X3, also the X4, the X5, and the big daddy of them all, which is the one that we have for you today, the BMW xDrive X6. So how is this, BMW actually stand out from the rest of the X series? Well, that's what we're here today to find out. Okay, and over here at Revv, as you know, we're always about bringing you all the best and latest in the motoring industry. And with BMW's X6, well, it's been actually a incredible six-year break since they actually introduced the last BMW X6. So the thought on your mind is, so what's exactly new and what's so special about this all-new BMW X6, which, by the way, is the most eye-catching among all the X series that they have? As you notice in all of BMW's SACs, or Sports Activity Coupes, is this really cool sloping roofline, which is one of the trademarks of BMW. And with the X6, you can see the broad, dynamic and really cool styling that's being employed in the X6 as well. And moving to the front, one thing that is going to strike me or intimidate me basically as a driver is this really huge air intakes, which is used to suck in all that air to power this beautiful beast. And in terms of lighting, well, we have the adaptive headlights, which is all, by the way, LEDs. Okay, the styling for the X6 continues at the side with two crease lines, one which starts at the front of the wheel arch and it continues all the way to the rear handle, and one more which starts at the rear arch as well. And basically this gives the BMW X6 the more low, muscular, lean look. And as standard, you see we have 20-inch sport alloy rims, which comes with the X6. And moving to the front, we have this really functional air breathers, which is BMW has implemented, which helps in cooling and styling of the BMW. The BMW X6 is powered by a V8 twin-power turbocharged 4,395-litre petrol engine. The X6 gives out 450 bhp and generates peak torque of 650 Nm. With an 8-speed sport Steptronic automatic transmission, the new X6 can sprint from 0 to 100 in just 4.8 seconds, with a top speed of 250 km per hour, with an average fuel consumption of 10.3 km per litre. With a really big tank, 85 litres, CO2 emissions are 227 grams per kilometre. Okay, now we're going to talk a bit about the boot space of a car, or in this case the X6, which for me is one of the main priorities because I just love carrying a whole bunch of stuff in my car. Okay, so in the case of the X6, how you actually open up the boot? Well, one way is by the sensor, which you kind of press and it opens up the boot, or one of my favorite ways is by this really cool looking key which comes with the X6. And how you actually open up the boot is very easy, by pressing this button, and there you go. The boot opens up, and the first thing you notice that you have this really wide and deep space for you to store your stuff, which basically is 580 liters of space. And it comes with these hooks, which can actually tie down your equipment. It could be a wakeboard equipment, your skis, your bicycles, even you name it. Basically, it fits in the back of the X6. And the difference between this version of the X6 and the earlier version is you can actually do a split of the seats, which you can do a 40, 20 and 40 split, which you couldn't do in the previous version of the X6. And also we have a false bottom which comes which is going to surprise you as well, okay, with the lift of a handle to reveal yet even more storage space for your tools, I don't know, man. Basically, anything that you can think of, you can actually fit right here at the lower section of the boot space.